The smartphone. Everyone has one these days. Most can't live without these devices. Too bad that we all seem to love them a little bit too much. As we've discussed previously, it's almost like we're living in the middle of a smartphone zombie plague. If it was an option, and we didn't discard our phones every other year, we might just marry them. Why is it that we all use them so much, yet are so oblivious to the harm they can cause in our lives? Number 10. Night sleep. How many times have you gone to bed, only to grab your phone and start checking the news, emails, or social media? Or maybe you want to take one last hit of that addictive game you found the other day. All those apps are stealing sleep from us. When we go to bed, our phones should as well. But that never happens. As we lie there, we hear the sweet siren call of that little unassuming device. Before we know it, our smartphones are back in control and entertaining us with information. Number 9. Attention. It's known as phobbing. Focusing on our smartphones instead of engaging romantically with our loved ones is a big problem. Our smartphones were supposed to bring people together and make the world more connected. But sometimes, it may bring the wrong people together at the wrong time. While we are busy connecting to coworkers, friends on the other side of the world, or that unknown opponent we are currently crushing, we are distant from the people in the same room with us. Number 8. Talk to someone. Long ago, people would interact with each other through face-to-face communication. With the intimacy and bonds produced by that type of social contact, people were able to connect with each other and build strong relationships. Over time, technology has become a middleman in our conversations, whether through emails, text messages, self-checkout machines, or social media. In so many situations, people don't directly communicate with each other anymore. Number 7. People on our street anymore. Ever been on social media? Ever seen all the beautiful picture-perfect moments that people post? All the places they visit and cool toys that they buy. There's an old saying about the need to keep up with the Joneses, traditionally those in our neighborhoods whom we use as a benchmark for the social class we want to maintain. Joneses have a shiny, new luxury car? What will people think about my 10-year-old sedan with a bit of rust creeping up the door? Number 6. FOMO. Along with keeping up with the Joneses is FOMO, fear of missing out. This is when we see people doing or getting something new or exciting. It electrifies us, and we want to get in there with everyone. There's a fear that if we don't do it now, the opportunity will be gone. This concern can lead us to make impulse purchases and accept debt just so we are included in the experience of having this shiny new thing. These days, digital technology through smartphones constantly shows us shiny new objects that we can be a part of. Number 5. Most expensive. Remember the days when you'd walk into a cell phone store, sign up for basic talk and text service, and get a free phone? Those days seem long gone. Now it's all about talking us into the latest gadget that we can't live without and that we'll be upgrading in a year. Smartphones cost us so much money. On average, a smartphone in North America is $567. Just for the phone. Don't forget that we need a nice case to protect the phone, insurance if the case fails us, chargers everywhere, and paid apps to make those phones even more useful. Number 4. Remember facts anymore. How many times has this happened to you? You're with a group of people, and someone asks a question. No one knows the answer, so everyone whips out their smartphones to see who can find the answer first. Someone yells it out, gets the kudos for the best Google skills of the moment, and everyone moves on. Within minutes, everyone is on a different topic and is completely forgetting the answer to the earlier question. In the past, getting answers was work. We needed to find and schedule time with an expert, go to the library and read a book, or experiment and figure it out for ourselves. All this work left a lasting impression on our minds and made the answer hard to forget. These days, information is so easily obtained that finding it is no longer an adventure. Number 3. Read a map. When some of us need to travel to a place we've never been or somewhere we don't go often, our first step is to pull out our smartphones to get turn-by-turn directions. Long gone are the days of building a mental map from past experience and learning to find places through our own sense of direction. Even longer gone are the days of opening a paper map to draw a route to where we want to go. Learning new routes and how to navigate on our own build spatial maps in our brains. We understand the distances between places, where they are in relation to each other, and how to move from one place to another. We gain the ability to look at the world around us and actively plan our movements. Number 2. Afraid of losing access. Nomophobia is the fear of losing access to our smartphones, whether through dead batteries, loss of signal, or loss of the entire phone itself. Research revealed 4 main sources that feed this fear. Inability to communicate, lost connectedness, loss of access to information, and lost convenience. Basically, we're addicted. Our phones provide us with access to loved ones and answers to all our questions. These devices also remove so many roadblocks anytime we want. Losing those capabilities leads to fears. We are all on our own. Number 1. Don't have time. Do you ever feel like you just don't have time anymore? Like the world has become so busy that it's hard to keep up? How much do you use your smartphone? We are all fairly attached to our smartphones. Those little devices are good at snatching our attention, making sure they are never far from us, and keeping us coming back often for any updates they might offer. Perhaps our struggles with and management of time all start with our smartphones. Constantly getting all those little updates from our phones and then waiting and hoping for the next update releases a bit of dopamine in our brains.